What is a work permit or hardship driver's license in the state of Oklahoma? I'm Charles Attorney James Worth, and that's the question that we're dealing with. We hear those things a lot where somebody wants a work permit for the driver's license, hardship license, where otherwise they can't drive, but they want to be able to drive under limited circumstances. And that is a thing under Oklahoma law, but is not as generally applicable as a lot of people believe. So when does this scenario come up? Essentially, that's where you have lost your driving privileges, but you have jumped through the hoops needed to get it back, except that there are costs for reinstatement that can sometimes be substantial that you cannot afford to pay all at once. Under those circumstances, you could request a work permit or hardship driver's license and pay a $50 fee and then $25 per month with the first $25 down. And then you could get on that limited driver's license that allows you only to drive from your place of residence to your work, your place of residence to a college, university, trade school, place of residence to your church or place of worship. So that is what a hardship license is. It is only applicable in those scenarios where you're otherwise eligible to drive, except that you can't afford the reinstatement fees for full reinstatement of your license, and allows you to drive limitedly or in a limited basis going to important places such as work or court or church, but not elsewhere. So it does apply in some circumstances, but most of the time, the best scenario is if there's any way you can get funds together to get the full license reinstated rather than having to do this that costs money and then later do that same amount later. That's usually the best bang for your buck. And also there could be other situations that may be applicable to you that you want to look at. If you get a DUI, and then you've got the IDAP program, things such as that. A lot of times when you hear work permit or hardship license come up, it's really not applicable. But if you're dealing with a scenario like this, want to see what your best bet is to get back on the road, you may want to talk to an attorney about your specific circumstances and get that person's legal advice. To get that scheduled with somebody at my office, you can go online to makelawEasy.com.